Absolutely. So bottom left of Persephone for game number 1, we've got MaNa.
And in the upper left, it is Cham.
Yeah, so Tam doesn't have nearly the long resume or the accolades of MaNa, but goodness, he was looking good in that last series. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to be mean. Whew, he is going to be going for some lot of roachy stuff here. So if MaNa watched the last series, which I hope he did, he's like, all right, I know what's going on here. I know what Cham's going to try to be doing. And even if I try something sneaky, even if I try like a Tempest play, he's going to be ready for that too. So I'd be a little bit worried if I was him.
Yeah, we'll see if MaNa can maybe gain momentum in this series with something aggressive. A best of 7. There's a lot of matches to play.
The old mineral game. He just gave up. He's like, well, that didn't work.
Cham doesn't have his fancy drones.
He just relocates. No, he doesn't have the skin. Yeah.
Boring
old base skin.
Because we're on the EU server.
Yeah. Be nice if those transferred.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're universal purchases, just I think, aren't they? They must be, yeah.
I mean, probably just have to enable them on the new server.
Like saves differently on each server.
Yeah.
I gotta take a look at my skins and announcers. It's been a while since I changed those up. I do find changing the announcer up actually makes me listen to them more, so...
That makes sense. I'm just an Abathur fanboy.
Yeah, Abathur's good.
He's so good.
And they could make like a game just built around Abathur doing his own thing.
Oh man, I would play it. I mean, that said, you can play as Abathur in co-op, and I never play co-op, so I take that back.
Yeah.
It takes more than
I mean,
Abathur.
You did play co-op, though, like when it came out, right?
Not
much?
No, not at all.
Really?
Barely any. I don't find any excitement playing against bots.
That's understandable.
Like, if I beat the bots, I'm like, woohoo, I beat the bots. And if they beat me, I'm like, the bots are programmed cheap. Like, it's not fun. I don't get any, like, beating humans is like, that's right. These are fellow humans I'm defeating. They're strong. They are smart.
I'm the strongest monkey.
Yes. Yes.
Something primal like that. Yeah, no, that's understandable. I'm okay with challenges against bots and AI, though, so, like...
Good.
I do.
And a lot of people are. I get that. Yeah.
Oh. Nice pick off with that adept grabs a drone. And some of the mutators are crazy for co-op, like crazy difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it's hard. I'm not like, oh, co-op's so easy, it's boring. I just don't get any satisfaction from beating a bot. That's all it is.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so Oracle comes on in towards that main base. Cham once again cuts Spore Crawlers. MaNa with a energized Oracle is just going to work. And this is a stark contrast from how those early games went against Hearthstone.
Yeah, that's way more damage. That's going to slow him down immensely. That's where you take the risk.
Oh, man. Now Cham's like, yeah, I'll build a couple of spores after I already lost all the drones.
Well, I mean, oracles can come back. They do that sometimes.
It's true, but it almost seems like capitulation.
It is. It
Stick
totally
to your
is.
guns, reposition your queens like a man. Don't let it happen again. Because now you're just even deeper in the hole.
Suppose that's true. It's like closing the barn door after the horses have escaped.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, the oracles are coming back in. We do have the Lings of Cham able to grab a couple of probes, which is nice.
Yeah, a little bit of on the other side there. 3 base to 3 base. And look what Cham's making. It's a Roach Warren.
Huh.
Huh. I would have bet $100 that Cham was going to make a Roach Warren in this game.
That's one of the things we've had consistently throughout the history of Pro StarCraft 2, a pro player who just builds roaches.
Yep.
And is very good with them.
Right. And again, even in a game where you're dealing with Tempests and Void Rays and all this stuff, he's like, oh, still going to make some roaches. They're still going to have value.
It's true.
And they did. He was right.
Oracle is going to set to work on this hatchery. That's very unfortunate for Cham, as MaNa finds it at the right time. So that will have to be a cancel, and it is.
Dude, all right.
The drone
Got a replacement
dies.
coming up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, quick replacement, which is important. And actually double expanding, so I do like this. Now MaNa is looking to get aggressive once again. He's going to find this hatchery, and Cham's got to be like, oh man, I was just hoping to get a nice little advantage here by double expanding. And it's a kill, as Cham is late on the draw. I mean, fortunately, he does at least have that extra hatchery building on the right side, which is why I'm such a fan of double expanding. Still, it's a bit unfortunate. It seems like Cham's creep spread maybe just a little bit late getting out here to cover these bases. I don't know if MaNa shut down a bunch of tumors. Nice stasis ward. Stalkers blinking to the main base, looking for some damage. Now, Lings are responding. They do find the stasis ward and shut it down as MaNa plants another one. Queens are on the low ground. They could be vulnerable to the Stalkers, though. Stasis ward does work once again. There's only a handful of roaches out, and MaNa does back on out, but he definitely can go back in, although some of these Lings do get on top of the Stalkers.
Dude, he's going to get another cancel on this. He wants it, at least.
Yeah,
he gets
that's got to be a cancel.
Oh, my gosh. MaNa. Dude, the stasises, the hatch kills, the hatch cancels, the queen snipe. This is ridiculous stuff out of MaNa.
Now, the question is, does MaNa think Cham is only on 3 bases presently?
Oh, my gosh. He might. Oh, that's a kill.
Kill again. That is so painful.
Kill. I think he does. I think he thinks he's got this thing won because Cham is on 3 bases and MaNa's on 4 bases and MaNa's getting a 4th base of his own.
Yeah. Now, the Protoss player is going to have to contend with this counterattack from Cham. Once again, the Zerg player is just moving out with a ridiculous amount of supply compared to his opponent. He's going to find the 4th base of his opponent. Move in with the roaches. He's got to be very, very careful, though.
Yeah, 85 to 50 army supply. But again, roaches are supply heavy. Storms coming down. They can equalize this out. Once again, more storms blanketing these roaches and bruising them up to the point that Cham's falling back at least a little bit. He does have 1 Ravager in this group, which the Oracle immediately
He had 1 Ravager, as Protoss players just love abusing that. They're like, you can't shoot up. And
nope. Try to corrosive bile me, not happening.
Okay, so Cham, he's only on 57 drones. He does have that hatchery rebuilding once more. +2 attack is on the way. His supply isn't bad, but still, MaNa has lots of roaches, lots of stalkers. Or pardon me, lots of High Templar, lots of stalkers. And but look at this. Cham's positioning has been pretty good all day. He's hitting the 4th base of MaNa. All the while, he's got this nice roach army parked to the right, and so he's splitting his force. Roaches getting on top of High Templars could be big. Forces an Archon out of some of them just to keep them alive.
Yeah, I mean, the troop movements, the splits, the surround that he's setting up now is also so cool. This is what he did to Hearthstone. He just pinned him in his 3rd base, jumped on him. All he had left were a handful of Stalkers, maybe some Zealots. And this got Hearthstone to tap out, and I'm not sure that MaNa has much left.
No, there's so many roaches here. Now, the Stalkers do have micro potential. Probes may need to be pulled into this. There's a big warp in going to potentially save MaNa's bacon. Energy recharge on the Oracle to get that extra damage out. Cham just doesn't seem to have quite enough to make this happen. Once again, the reinforcing time means that his supply lead isn't what it would seem.
Man, yeah, so that was just him having enough money, having enough for a warp in there. And then just excellent micro, just staying alive in a situation where Cham has gotten wins
a nice
before.
find.
Dude, Ravager eggs getting sniped is super annoying.
Yeah, those low HP roaches getting picked off. Nicely done. Cham is looking to come back on in. He checks for a fourth base on the left, doesn't find it. Checks for a fourth base at the 6 o'clock position, does find it. Can't do anything about it presently, although then he strikes towards the third base. MaNa has High Templar there, but I'm not sure if they got the juice or not. They're going to have Storm in just a moment. One of them gets picked off. Nice snipe by Cham. There's the roaches moving towards the fourth base while this is going on, so the fourth is canceled as MaNa is locked on 3 bases.
Yeah, it's double the army supply right now in favor of Cham, which again doesn't mean as much because it's roaches, but nevertheless, getting some work in here. Probes are getting picked off. 6, 7 of them go down.
Finds
This
an
fourth base
immortal.
never happens. The immortal gets killed by roaches. Not something you can say every day. Trying to warp in zealots to do this, just in small numbers. They're not going to get it done either. Oracle's still just getting tons of kills here, but dude, Cham is happily on 5 bases.
Yeah.
MaNa cannot get a fourth up. Cham is not letting him do it.
And eventually, if Cham keeps this up, he will win out just because the Protoss is starting to mine out that main base. The natural, even down to the 4 patches. That means that the third can't be too far away from that. And yeah, MaNa desperately needs to take a fourth base or to take a fight so good that he can potentially just counter-strike and kill Cham, but it's not going to get any better as time goes on. Cham is skirmishing with these stalkers as MaNa does some very fancy footwork. There's the sandwich coming on in once again. Psystorm on roaches. I mean, Psystorm's good, but it's not like roaches are not their prime target. Still, though, it does soften up a lot of those. There's always another storm as MaNa blankets those roaches once more. It was a pretty good fight as Cham really wanted to try and end this, but now he overextended and he taps out. GG.
Ooh, okay.
Wow, I thought Cham had
he really
that.
was. Me too. I thought so. 55 workers at the end there, not quite enough to keep up. The roaches could not get it done for the roach man. Bit of a sneeze off mic there, but yeah, MaNa showing he still got what it takes. The just never got a fourth base up. Didn't matter. It was so all in. Despite the number of hatches that Cham had. That Cham had to tap out because he couldn't quite finish it off. So, well done. Game 1 goes to the Protoss. It's been a kind of a Protoss year, man. Hero wins GSL 1, Season 1 Classic, winning GSL Season 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
both of
Protoss
those guys are
here
gods,
up 1-0. They are, but we hadn't had a win in a GSL for Protoss for 2 years before then.
Yeah. It's
Just
true.
saying, Classic had been around the whole time. So, yeah. So maybe the tide is turning for Toss. Maybe Protoss fans everywhere are feeling like they are legitimate contenders in the tournaments that they watch. Or they participate in. The players watch. Whatever.
Yeah, the StarCraft 2 environment is so interesting. Like, getting Zergs to play in online cups is so difficult, and yet at the big events, they always show up and tend to do all right. So it's, I
wonder why that is.
I think it's just because Zerg is better when it comes to preparing builds, not so much like off-the-cuff play. Whoops, the MaNa made the lobby.
Oh, where am I here? Quit. Come on, lobby. There we go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Cham dropped that map. That could have been a great start to the series for him, so he's going to have to work extra hard as, I think he could have won that game if he just backed off a bit. Wait for MaNa to take a bit of a worse fight. Because, MaNa is running out of steam.
Yeah, never got that fourth base rolling at all. So yeah, just maybe fall back a little bit, drone a little bit, saturate that base.
Yeah, not even necessarily drone, just wait for MaNa to try and take a fourth again, or to attack out across the map. But it is difficult to slow a game down when you're sort of redlining it. and trying to go for that win previously. Anyway,
Yeah.
we have got liquid mana.
And we've got Cham as well.
A forge is on the way.
Oh, come on, dude. Game 2 cannon rushing against a Zerg mana, you dog. I love it. Yeah, there it is. That's why you send an Overlord to your natural base, Zergs. This is it, right here.
There's the second probe, ladies and gentlemen. So it is happening, and Cham is taking it serious. Oh, MaNa knows the spot.
Okay, here we go. 3 drones. Can take a cannon down, but it's harder to get a pylon. They've got more HP.
Yeah.
Probe down. That's why you have a second probe, though.
I think Cham has to abandon this base.
He's got 6 drones working on that pylon. He just needs 3 to get in on the cannon. It might be too
He needs
late.
more than 3, though.
Can he get 4? It can only fit 3. Hang on, hang on. 3.
No, it's not happening. Cham has been cannon rushed. GG. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. After game number 1, MaNa wins with a 2-minute cannon rush. It's like if Protoss gets that 3 pylon wall around a cannon, man, it's over. Like, you need the drones pulled preemptively to handle that.
You have to block that pylon wall from happening, right? Rough stuff, man. MaNa is just taking it to the younger kids these days. Again, not that Cham is a kid or anything, but seriously, he is brutal.
Okay, we will be hopping back over to the NA server for our next match.
BattleNet switcher, you can do it. We believe. Yes.
It's pretty handy how you can switch server relatively easily.
It is nice.
It works.
Again, it makes me wonder, did the person who developed that, are they still at Blizzard?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. A lot of people love Blizzard.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, all the nice stuff in this game, you're like, man, are the humans that made all this nice stuff, are they even still here?
Okay.
All right, so we're just waiting on Cham here. We're on Incorporeal. I'm still Incorporeal.
Yes.
Is that it? Incorporeal.
Yeah, I know sometimes people pronounce like incorporeal, but incorporeal. I don't know. Just say ghost, man.
I don't know, man. Yeah, well, it just
Phantom,
means that,
Spectre. They're
yeah,
all
it
easier to
doesn't
say.
have a body. Right.
Maybe Cham got the lobby bug or whatever.
Very well might have.
Hello, has anyone seen Cham?
Cham, are you all right?
There he is.
Good man. He is here. He's in. Time to go to the ghost map. And there we go. All right, let's move into game number 3 here. Yeah, really aggressive Rochi stuff in game 1. MaNa holds it. Really aggressive cannon rushy stuff by MaNa in game 2. Gets the win with that. Again, you can try to hit him early and fast and hard, and he'll live. And he'll come at you fast and hard, and you might die. That's the pattern that we've seen here today from this dude. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was just such a good cannon rush by MaNa. And there he is.
And there's the other guy. He's red.
Man, I'm glad they're sending out an internet tech to try and address my internet. I apologize if there is a little bit of stuttering.
Oh, I'm not. I think I'm seeing any.
It's like
You're not roboting on me either.
no, it's very weird. Like it's got to be like packet loss or something. So, oh my gosh, MaNa, you dog.
He's not.
He is. And Cham is not sending his overlord may spot the second probe,
Yeah, he's gonna,
but
what?
he may think it's the first probe.
Yeah, timings can be different.
Is this going to be like the gateway robo cannon immortal cheese of death that used to be a thing?
We needed a better name for that than the Gateway Cannon Immortal Cheese of Death.
I don't know, man. It sums it up pretty good. I used to do this on the ladder all the time. The amount of just BM and threats I got was pretty good. Although it doesn't look like MaNa will be teching up to that. Cham sees this, immediately cancels that hatchery, sends the drone out to build another one, but it's going to have to go a fair distance as this probe is on its tail, so the proxy is going to get up. There's double gas on the way now behind it. Or pardon me, just... Oh, he stole Cham's gas. Okay, MaNa. I was like, wait, there's only one in MaNa's base, but he's building two. That's where the second one is.
Block, let's go. All right, Cham, you've seen this. You're not new. Guess what Cham's response to this is, Laughing Games?
Roaches, you say?
Roaches!
I mean, roaches are good against slow zealots, so...
That's true. That is true. And against, like, a couple cannons, which, you know, it's not like all the cannons in the world right now. That's good. Look at this pro being like, I'll take this hatch down. Just give me enough time, boss. I got it.
Is MaNa just gonna go into a Stargate and, like, its main behind this?
Like, make a void right here.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty good.
Okay, Zealot working away on the hatchery. Another one is heading
Probe
up
says,
there.
hey, this is my job.
Cham is going to have to cancel that hatch. He's building up lings, but he's very bottlenecked on larva. He's going for a baneling nest. So maybe he's just looking to go for a counter bust or something like that. MaNa goes for 2 batteries in the wall, though, so he's got no intention of that. Cham loses the Overlord. He wanted to try and surround the Stalker, but oh man, this is looking bad. That extra hatchery is allowed to complete, and there's not a lot of good things in this game for the Mexican Zerg.
No, it's one base to one base, which in of itself is really bad. And then we've got shield batters at your front door, which is bad. He's making 6 banelings.
I'm just confused by the Roach Warren, but then no roaches.
Yeah, that is weird.
Like, are roaches not better on one base because then you're not bottlenecked with larva? Anyway, Cham is going to try and break this. There's banelings rolling forward. They go into the battery, but there's just not that many lings. GG. Oh my gosh, MaNa is on a tear.
Is he gonna... No. Are you gonna sweep the whole thing? We haven't had one of those in a couple of months.
Yeah, this is just...
He's trying. He's trying his best.
Tier cheese.
Well, and when he plays normal, he wins too. Like, he's not cheesing every game. Sometimes he's just playing it regular, getting a third base, everything's cool. And then the enemy shows up with 1,000,000 units, and he's like, I guess I should defend this perfectly and win. No big deal.
Yeah. Flandy saying, at least I know it doesn't just happen to me. Yes, it happens to all of us. It's
What's up, Flandy?
MaNa's like, hey, we're on the NA server. Let's bring out some NA cheese. How about that?
I mean, he's not wrong. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, they always say.
Okay, it will be ley lines.
Nope. Torches.
Torches, pardon me.
He changed his mind. Yeah.
Maybe we'd already played
It's not your
ley
fault.
lines.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we're good. We're in. Everything's fine. Dude, you know, when I looked at this lineup, my first thought was not, MaNa's going to not drop a map in this thing and look unstoppable.
Yeah.
It wasn't. But maybe it should have. Maybe that should have been my first thought.
I mean,
Put some respect on MaNa's name, huh?
it's such a pivot from game number 1, where I think MaNa was in a losing position, to all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, be up 3-0. Anyway,
Man.
you guys know him. It's Liquid MaNa, the Polish Protoss, elder statesman.
Monster in a human skin, and in the top right, it's his victim, Cham.
Okay, going for a 12 pool, saying
Oh,
no
I
more
love it.
cannons, no more cannons.
I love it so much. Like, all right, this has been too much today. All right, so no Forge. He knows what he's up against here.
Yeah. Now, how will Cham play this out? Will he just skip all the lings and then go for a hatch? Or there's a drone moving across the map, so we will get a proxy hatchery.
Boy,
2 drones.
Let's go. Come on, man. Do it for me. Do it for Falcon. I said at the start, I want a proxy hatch. And I said it was a big ask, but Cham is coming through. Yes, we got it. Proxy
MaNa
hatch.
immediately.
How do you like it, MaNa?
He immediately starts a forge, but that's not going to be done for a while. And the lings are already crossing the map. I wonder if we'll see a drone pull with this. Doesn't look like it so far. Cham just wants to flood these lings. MaNa's chrono boosting out a zealot, but this hatch will finish up, I believe, as the zealot will have to deal with the lings, and so the hatch will be able to build. Now, cannons will have to be the answer here, so MaNa should build one as soon as he can. There's the cannon on the way. Lings are working away on the forge.
Doesn't have a ton of HP here. I would like to see maybe another couple probes get pulled down. Dude, what is this? Honestly.
Another hatchery, apparently.
Okay, we're busted in.
Yeah, that cannon going down would be catastrophic for MaNa,
it's
and
going
it will go down.
Way too many lings here. Zealot's in position to fight, not get surrounded. Like I said, more probes getting pulled is a big deal. And he is going to clean up these lings, but the hatch finishes. Is he going to start a queen here?
He gets the zealot, and MaNa has literally no units now. He's building a zealot, but his mining has been interrupted. In fact, he had some probes that were not properly mining. And there's 2 hatcheries in his base. There's more hatcheries on MaNa's side of the map than on Cham's, but it's that classic Starcraft thing. A Zerg flooding lings beats a Protoss trickling units. That's why they have to wall. Yes, Cham not going down without a fight.
Proxy hatch for the win. Let's go. That's what we're here for. I don't know if he's going to win the series, but that was fantastic. He's won my heart, is what he's done. Flandy's happy about it.
Really well done.
Zergs don't have cannon rushes, but what we can do is proxy hatch ya with a 12 pool. Excellent. Okay. So Cham's making this more interesting. Big fan. Let's go. Let's see if he can pull off. I mean, again, reverse sweep would be a big deal. Not easy.
Not easy. But we do have a series on our hands.
We do.
MaNa has made the lobby.
Let's go.
And we're off. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to the Soup Starcraft Global. If you guys are enjoying the stream, click that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel as well out here on Soup. And yeah, just check out the platform, as we are here roughly every 2 weeks with these awesome events.
Probe moving out super fast again. So top right, MaNa.
And in the bottom left, it is Cham. Okay, extractor trick, so maybe planning on a 14 hatch. MaNa's quick probe may still be able to interrupt that, though.
And 15 hatch in. He got it. Nice. Well done. Yeah, the 15 hatch is in direct reaction to all of this hatch blocking we're seeing, so
Yeah.
pretty standard stuff these days. We see high-level Zergs do it a bunch.
Very nice for the Zergs, so they don't have to deal with that headache. Because, I mean, there was like a period of like 5 years where every Zerg third was, or every Zerg natural base was taken at their third.
Right. To the point that they would just start sending their drone to their third base, just straight up, instead of not even trying to take their nat.
Yeah.
Man. All right, MaNa, what's the follow-up going to be here? Might actually expand. Who knows? I mean, to be fair, he was trying to get a fourth base in the first game. It's not like he's just been cheesing the whole time.
Okay. MaNa being a nuisance with that probe. Steals some minerals and off he goes. Cham starts up a flood of lings. Oh my gosh, he is thinking go big or go home. Yeah, Cham is just going for a good old-fashioned ling flood here. Speed is on the way, but the lings are already being produced. MaNa has got his probe looping around, but the drones are coming too. Cham is not waiting. MaNa
Wow.
is in for it here as Cham...
He's going to drone draw?
Yeah, he's going to bust the wall. I mean, the Protoss has got literally one Adept out, and it's crossing the map. It does turn around after, I'm not sure where that scouting probe ended up. There it is. It sees the couple of lings, but like lings and drones are here now, and MaNa needs to defend this pylon. There's no probe in position to wall with this. He is not aware, and I think Cham is looking to put another point on the board here as the gateway is unpowered, and then it's just one Adept to fight lings and drones.
Yeah, this is super all in, but looks to be super effective here too. Depowering the Stargate. There's a secondary pylon coming in. So it will be... Oh, he stops construction on the Oracle for now. But another pylon, yes. More lings hammering away. The pylon does not actually wall for MaNa there. I think he thought it would. He kind of screwed that one up. Speed's done for the lings. Doesn't mean they hit harder, but by golly, it feels like they do. The Oracle does get out. The Oracle can't quite kill all of these lings because it does have a limited amount of energy to use here, but it gets recharged.
Yeah.
And now is going to be able to burn down all of these lings. Dude, MaNa might actually hold here, folks.
He might, just buying enough time for that Stargate to complete and have out the Oracle is such a big deal. The Oracle will never run out of energy thanks to energy recharge. And Cham just doesn't have the production to make enough lings to deal with this, so he's just running around. The pylon is repowered. Like, Cham, yeah, he needs to split his lings or something, but now the Stalker's out and in the wall. I can't believe it. I think MaNa has defended this.
I think so, too. 2 Oracles out, annihilating these Zerglings. Stalker gonna die, but I'm not sure that it matters all that much.
Cham has done his best to try and run these Oracles out of energy. He's still just producing lings. MaNa hasn't built anything else. He's got just the 2 Oracles, and he actually is about out of energy.
Okay, still a handful of lings in here. More lings coming across the map. Cham's not done with these guys. 8 in production.
Okay, there is another energy recharge, and Cham taps on out. Oh, heartbreaking.
Dude, energy recharge, saving the day there. I don't think he wins that without that ability. That was crazy.
No, he doesn't. Wow.
Yeah, so Yeah, maybe that was a buff to Protoss. I wasn't a huge fan of it when it first came out, but that was awesome.
It's definitely
So
good for
G,
oracles. Yeah.
yeah, super, super helpful in situations like that. A little bit of a niche situation, but still very cool. All right, man. So GG, woo. MaNa looked almost unstoppable. Did drop a single map today on his way to becoming the victor of Soup Starcraft Global number 21. Or 22, sorry, my goodness. Crushing it out here. Looking good, looking great. I think you're on the wrong scene.
Oh, pardon me.
GG says Kashim.
GG. Yeah. Well done by MaNa. A bit unfortunate as someone who wants to ride the Cham hype train. But like he still looked great, and just a bit unfortunate there. But yeah, well done by MaNa. He knows how to play a series.
You've built a hut on Cham Island. You're trying to like stake your claim out there before it gets too big. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, big thanks to everyone for tuning in to the Soup Starcraft Global number 22. We will be back in roughly 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably going to be a Korean event, and so keep an eye out for that. You can follow Falcon Paladin and I on the million social media sites that there are. And yeah,
you certainly can.
Hope you guys have.
Yeah, I'm out on Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, yeah, he's with it. He's hip.
I'm
2
everywhere.
Weeks, make it 1, and we have a deal. Unfortunately, we are just 2 weeks, Phoenix.
Fair enough.
Yes, as that is all Soup wants to run, but I'm okay with that, as it's a nice routine. And yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning on in. We'll see you guys next time. Have yourself a great rest of your day.
All right. Thanks again. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.